Hello. Welcome to Slay the Beast on Reflect Gaming. I am your host and GM tonight, as I have been for the last couple of Thursday nights. And I'm so excited to be here for episode 3 of Slay the Beast. Um, this is still a charity stream and will continue to be a charity stream for this session and our finale next week. So we are raising money for the National Immigration Law Center, and they need all the help that we can give them. So please donate, and also this lovely adventuring group could use your help. So give them some advantage, give them spell slots back, make me have to do a silly voice for 5 minutes. That still hasn't happened yet, and I'm still waiting for that to happen because I love doing silly voices. I think I've showcased a few already. But yeah, I'm Ben Guest. I'm at GM Ben Guest on Instagram. Please follow me there. I'm a professional GM, so this is what I do. I'm not getting paid for this, but that's fine. Uh, and let's go around our table. Have y'all introduce yourselves. Let's hear from Hannah.
Me?
Yeah.
Hello. My name is Hannah Lane. I'm going to be playing Aneely, the Barba monk, or monkey barb. Either way, if you don't see me randomly playing games here or in the Discord channel, I also have a romance movie podcast, but that's called Total Saps, and I'm just really excited to. I'm really excited to punch some stuff, especially a little bit more effectively this time.
Hell yeah. Sounds good. And let's go to Antonio.
Hi, I'm Antonio. I play Guerrero, sexy Spanish bard extraordinaire. This is my bicep. I'm a personal trainer who teaches you how to look and work out like your favorite characters. Ben, quick question for you. What is the donation amount for Advantage?
For advantage, I think like 10 or 15.
15. $15 for a player, $10 for an NPC.
Sweet. Anytime one of you donates for Advantage, I will do that amount of push-ups.
Whoa. Okay.
I will put my laptop around into my living room and I will just crank out multiple sets of push-ups. I don't care.
Damn.
I want to help this charity, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Make our bard do push-ups. Hell yeah.
Make me regret it. Hurt
yeah.
me.
Yeah, make it unsustainable for this to keep happening. And screw me over by giving my players advantage on everything. Next up is Iquin on Fire.
There we go. Lost my button. Hi, I'm Iquin on Fire. I will be playing Chisel. And I'm typically just around on Reflect games right now, but that's just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Totally lost my train of thought there.
we doing these streams. You're on other streams. Hell yeah. Let's go to Ed.
Hi, my name is Ed. I'm playing Tony the Paladin. I've really been looking forward to this. I don't know if y'all caught last time's session, but just seeing the devastation that the dragon wreaked on the town and just the fabulous and personal responses that everybody in the cast had has just been like, it's stayed with me for the last week. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. You can find me streaming very occasionally as Neuromaster on Twitch, but a lot more commonly, I'm just a guest having fun on spectacular TTRPG communities like this one and several others. So I'm pleased as punch to be here this evening.
Hell yeah, and we're pleased to have you. And last but not least for today, let's go for Caleb.
Hello, 안녕하세요, konnichiwa. I am Caleb. If you are not finding me speaking or being confused in one of 3 to 4 languages, I am probably either playing games, teaching, or tutoring at my business. Yeah, at calteachtutoring@gmail.com if you're interested in any language tutoring. But yeah, uh, it'll be a great time. Please
Hell yeah.
send all your love.
Hit them up
Oh,
for tutoring.
also, I'm playing Mbuku, our grave cleric. Yeah, with the giant snake.
Best.
Hell yeah. Giant snake that really was an MVP in helping you guys fuck up that dragon. Like,
Most valuable
I was
python.
not anticipating not being able to fly away because he was grappled the entire fight.
Most valuable python.
Most valuable python indeed. But yeah, unfortunately, tonight we are not going to have Maggie playing Joe. They had other fun plans that they weren't able to get out of, and so they're off doing that. But she should be back for the finale next week. So yeah. Anyways, I think we'll go into a recap and get started then. Yeah, last week, if you saw it or didn't, we continued this dragon fight that we started in the first episode. We saved people from burning buildings. We shot at the dragon with arrows and cold touch hands. And we did a lot of punching the dragon from not only our barbarian monk, but also our bard did a lot of punching as well. And in fact, did the final punch, punching into and severing this dragon's spinal column. And as we saw the life leave this dragon, we saw the necklace that it had taken and swallowed glow a bright red light as the dragon's dying body turned into a red cloud of mist, and then let out an evil laugh into the air as the mist cloud went off into the sky and away, seeming to signify that unfortunately that was not actually the end of this dragon. But there was a little too much going on for you guys to dwell on that right away. There were still burning buildings and people to save. Just about everyone was able to save someone from a burning building. And we dealt with the aftermath of this bestial fight. We checked in with the people that our party are really connected to, the people that they really care about, and unfortunately not everyone made it. We checked in with Guerrero's flirty dance partner, Rose, and who did survive, but with some burning on her body from being in the fires. Tony was able to see his neighbors, that young family, make it out alive. Young boy and his mother being fine, and father badly burnt and losing use of one of his hands. And Chisel noticed that a lot of various birds and critters that live in the area were burnt to a crisp and did not make it. And we found Joe finding first the hand and then uncovering more in the rubble of someone that was revealed to be Joe's lover, Joe's crush, who did not make it. And lastly, Umbuku found that a little girl that he had been treating for a long time and had built almost an uncle niece kind of relationship with, also did not make it in this fight. But Umbuku doing a ritual of ensorceling her in magical threads in almost a cocoon of preservation, hoping to maybe bring life to her again some other time. We tended to all of these various situations, and Tony was approached first, and then eventually, as the group all met up together in the town square again, you were all approached by the librarian at the town library, who was able to save a book that told of many artificers, famous artificers and artifacts that they've created throughout history. And you learned about a man named Darian Salvroth, and the Salvroth family. And you learned that Darian crafted this masterwork dragon lance that is rumored to be able to kill a dragon in a single hit. There might be other properties that this lance has as well, but that seems to be the most significant one. You know that this lance and the Savroth family exists in a nearby town of Bronze Keep. And yeah, with our party all gathered in the square, feeling the loss, but also victory over the dragon and preventing further loss, feeling all of these things, feeling the ache and tiredness of doing this battle and frantically helping others, but also feeling a certain level of power coursing through all of you and experience, because our party leveled up to level 7.
Because I ate my vegetables.
Yeah.
Seasoned. Because normally she just eats them raw and like mashes them up in a smoothie and doesn't think like of adding fat, which helps the vitamins bind better. Why would she need fiber? She's got protein.
Protein. So yeah, because Anili ate their vegetables, the whole
We all
party
leveled up.
is level 7, and I'm excited to see what ungodly shenanigans you guys can pull off now. Before our session started, I already heard some schemes brewing from new spells gained. So let's go. Yeah, you guys are stewing in this devastation that you guys helped prevent from being worse. You've been given a quest, some way to rectify this, to bring this dragon to justice, if that's how you see it, or just to be able to prevent this dragon from hurting your town or anyone else again.
Well, I
And
guess
I would
gotta
like
get him a
to,
line.
yeah, and I would
They
like
got
to
something
open
to be
it
doing.
up to the group. Who wants to kind of go first and, yeah, just kind of ease us into the story, kind of tell us maybe above table where your character's headspace is, and we can kind of transition into you guys actually talking together. Yeah, Tony, is that a question?
Yeah, I had a quick question before we got to that. One of the things I recall from the session last time was that, you know, the dragon, it ate this necklace and it disappeared instead of dying properly, right? I think our theory is that this magical necklace essentially prevents it from being killed, but I can't recall. I feel like we found out the name of it or a little bit more about its properties, but I'm missing the
Yeah.
details on that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Yeah, I think the
Someone learned about it.
librarian.
It was before we
It's,
got back together, but I think somebody had learned about it.
Yes, I have the notes. It is the necklace of vampiric escape, the necklace lets you escape death, I believe once. And the guild had it because they had stolen it from his horde. So the red mist means that rather than dying, the necklace effect activated, and it just needed to be on his person, and then he like whoosh away in it. But yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so it seemed to be vampiric in nature, and it seemed to point to further evidence that even though you did seemingly kill this dragon, that it escaped true death, and is still out there. And
So,
yeah,
how much of the town is still here?
that's another good question. I'd say, I think the majority of it, honestly. I think
So it's not like the end of Fiddler on the Roof, like not like Anatevka style, where everybody is
Yeah.
like packing up. So there's still a town.
Yeah, there is still a town. I'd say maybe like over a third of the town was
Okay.
was burnt. And yeah, I'll paint the picture just a little bit more. That as you guys are in the square, you know, you see the devastation of, you know, about a third of this town around you, and you see some of the protocols that some of you helped create being enacted. You see people stepping up to try to help organize finding out whose homes were destroyed and who has homes, if people can, you know, finding homes for people to stay in while people's homes get rebuilt. If there's not enough room for everyone, people are making like their tents and temporary lodgings for people. And so you see that, you know, this town knows what to do in a crisis, and you guys have created programs for this. And you see people, you know, in all of the sadness and loss of this devastation, there is some hope that you see so many people cooperating and working together and being like, your home was destroyed, please come and stay at my home that I still have, you know, and things like that. People are getting tended to. A lot of people are being kind of sent towards your shop, Umbuku. People are kind of waiting for you to return there. And you guys see Joe, your fellow Red Guard, and she just looks absolutely devastated and crestfallen. And without too much notice, just kind of saying like, I need to do something. It's up to you guys if you want to prod any further, but she kind of just says that and turns to go
Where are you
off
going?
into the town. The dragon destroyed the guild hall of the parish, a thieves guild that I was once a part of. And they said that the leader, as he was dying, said that there's a letter for me that will explain about my family. I need to read this letter. I need to know.
I think Chisel. Do we necessarily know that know enough about Joe's past that she's a rogue? And everything.
I think
I-
so. I think you guys would at least know that, like, you know, she kind of grew up on the streets. That she doesn't really know her bio family, and grew up with a kind lady who
Yeah.
took her in.
Yeah, I think whether or not Chisel at least knows specifically that like she's been a rogue, it just kind of gets enough of the vibe that it's yeah, she does her own things sometimes, and just kind of trusting that she'll
Yeah.
come back when she's ready, and she's
Yeah, I think
Nearly. Oh, go on.
I think Umbuku, being as close to Joe as he is, kind of will walk over and like kind of being like, craning over, kind of leans down a bit. He says, I understand. It would be best as while you are taking your time, if you promise me that you will take care of yourself. I seem to be very busy around here. So I will send Ivor, I believe that is the one that you liked more, with you to make sure that you are eating and that your wounds are taken care of and tended to. And if for whatever reason there's something that comes up and you need me immediately, please just knock on his head and I will know that you have called for me. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. There's a lot I need to figure out, apparently.
No need to explain. I think we can all understand the distress that our minds are probably under for various reasons.
Yeah.
You are family. We will do what we need on your behalf.
Thank you.
Aneely doesn't have like kind, familiar, like trying to send her off with like good wishes or something, but just a deep understanding of like the silent recognition of like, yeah, do what you need to do.
And yeah, she kind of just makes eye contact and a nod with each of you, and goes off to find this letter. Yeah, what are you doing as she walks away, and the rest of you are a group all together? Yeah.
I think Aneely looks at Tony and it's just like, so what's the word? Are we doing reconstruction? Are we doing kind of safety checks around town? What are we doing?
I think Chisel's kind of like, well, we seem to have our work cut out for us. Like, kind of walks over to the library. It's like, so can we hold on to that book for a bit? Like, can I?
What's
Oh,
that book?
yes, of course.
Gotta get
You'll.
ourselves.
This will be more helpful to you.
I'll bring it back. but
Of course.
gotta
Always
properly
return
prepare
your
ourselves,
library books.
and I guess I think Chisel's very much like, okay, we know what we need to be doing next, so I'm gonna go prepare for that.
Okay, so when you say that, does that mean like, are you going all the way like to the outskirts of town to your place to start getting ready to like leave on a quest, or?
It maybe not immediately. I mean, like getting the book for one, and probably starting to get a sense of. So one of the things that Chisel is adept in is actually there's an adaptive stylus that allows for like helping with reading, like it allows for basically a tactile reading and writing. And so kind of like getting a sense of the book, it's like, okay, how much can I feel out right now, or do I need the stylus, or but kind of at least absorbed in the book for the time being. But in the long run, once it seems like we have a group plan, then I'm going to be heading out to my place and start like, okay, what stuff do I need and what do I need to be packing and all that. But
Cool.
Looking through the book first is like, how much information can I get from this?
Yeah, and I'll say, roll me an investigation check, but you don't have to tell me what you get until I come back to you about
Okay.
what you're gonna learn. But Aneely kind of looked to Tony as to what the move is. What does Tony say?
Tony thinks for a minute, and then he says, we need to prepare to travel to Bronze Keep.
Bronze Keep? What? Why? Like, we beat the dragon, but like, why would it come back?
Though my reasoning might be a bit different from Aneely, I am struggling with the idea of us preparing before we attend to the people here.
Yeah.
Is that not our primary? I feel as though before we get ready, we should make sure that at least they are taken care of. No?
Here is a
The
question.
protocols they're following the protocols, right? Like,
We are not the only ones responsible for the maintenance of the city. What we need to do.
I mean, it's not that I don't care. It's just I was seeing that a lot of the Red Guard was already kind of on top of that, and they were doing things. So, I mean, unless they come over and say they need us to help with something, I figured we seem to be the ones handling the dragon.
We need to be proactive.
Tony nods. He says, the town has medics, it has healers, it has firefighters, it has masons and carpenters. We are the Red Guard. We are the town's sword and the town's shield against extraordinary dangers. And this is an extraordinary danger. It's our responsibility to protect Brighthold, and it's the right thing to do. We can't fear to act. There is a path before us. It is a clear path. It is not without risk, but nothing is. We must do something, and pursuing the Dragonlance is the best thing that we can do.
Think about it this way. If we don't get rid of the dragon now, do you think the town is going to succeed in a second defense in the sorry state we are in now?
So the implication is that the dragon is going to return if we do not do anything.
I mean, he pretty much said it himself.
And he's a dragon.
It is a vicious, vindictive, prideful creature that got its scaly ass kicked.
True.
came here
That
because
is a
somebody
good
pissed him
point.
off, and then we pissed him off. So
Okay. Yeah. Like, okay. We're
But-
going. We're going.
Perfect. I
Let
would
me at-
love to shove this lance right up his scaly ass.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We're
Mm.
okay.
Tell me
and
what do we need for this trip then? What? How long will we be gone? I need to know what things I need to pack. I also would like to give access of my shop over to one of the other guard before we leave, so they can do as they need while I am in absence. But I want to make sure that we are taken care of at the very least. So you are much better at this mission-oriented travel than I am in my more frivolous endeavors to find plants.
The one with the most experience is, of course, Tony.
Tony, what do we need?
I think for a brief journey, Bronze Keep is not far. I think a day or two, Ben.
it's a
Yeah.
You said 2 days. A couple
Yeah,
of days.
2 days, a little bit less if you go at a good pace.
If we hustle.
Yeah, day and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a bedroll for one night on the road and enough gold to buy a hot meal when we arrive.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when are we leaving?
Does anybody need anything specific? Mbuku, do you need to grab anything from your store before we leave?
I would like to grab some of just some of the medical kits to bring along with me. They are currently at the store in case I need to tend to any wounds or accidents, and I would like to buy the. I have a what is it called? What is the word? Nearly things you put on something.
The
Ah,
mortar and pestle?
I
Wait,
mean
what
that.
do you mean put on something?
I wish to tend and mend to Nyoka while we are.
Oh, like salves and
Yes, that one. There's the salve that I have. The one you helped me make with the
with the bones.
yes, with the bone shards for specifically for her.
Ah, yeah.
Yes. Other than that, I think it would be. I have everything.
I mean, I definitely want to stop by my place and pack things and gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta be
So
prepared.
I think it sounds like you guys are kind of maybe gonna split off to go get your things and head out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll just do a quick check-in with each person. I think let's go with Anili. What do you think you are? Is there anything specific that you're grabbing other than just like basic camping gear and stuff like that?
I think Anili also takes a set of plain clothes, and I think she brings a mask or like a ball. I know they're not called a shiesty, but like
A balaclava?
a balaclava or like a handkerchief. And I think she's like sweating the entire time, just like trying to remember. Like she doesn't leave Brighthold. Then since she's been here, the only time she's like left has been to travel with Guerrero, and like even then it was with Guerrero. And so like leaving as like a representative of the Red Guard is like making her really nervous.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, you go back to your place. You're gathering these things. You're thinking about these things. Uh, and yeah, we'll go to Gudero. What are you grabbing? What are you kind of thinking? As you know, is there anything that you do? Anyone you talk to? Anything you grab to get ready to
So
go?
I have most of what I have in my starting gear, but I do want to buy some caltrops and a hunting trap.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's very easily done. So yeah, you get a bag of caltrops and a hunting trap, like a bear trap or like a
Whatever the
rope
one in.
thing to hoist someone up, or like a net, or
So it's just in the basic adventuring gear. I think it's like a rabbit trap almost.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
mean,
meant,
okay.
yeah, it's
like
like
it's meant to
small
trap
creature.
small animals.
So more of like a cage that they like can go in but can't come out kind of
Or,
thing.
Yeah.
or yeah, it's like either cage or snare type. I'm not sure it really specifies, but something small creature.
Okay. Some
Just
sort
in
of
case.
small game trap.
Just in case we got to get small game while we're out there.
Yeah.
But that
Okay.
and the caltrops.
So yeah, you easily get those things. The person running the shop that you go to uh isn't really charging right now. He's just in help mode and sees that you're the red guard, and he's like, "Oh, yes, take it, take it." And so you get that and your other stuff together. Um, what about Tony? Are you grabbing anything specific? Doing anything before you're heading out?
Tony really only needs about 20 minutes. He's taking about 10 minutes to meditate and perform the ritual to resummon Starlight, his steed.
Yeah.
And then after that, he saddles the steed up. He goes home, and Tony has the equivalent of a go bag. He hasn't adventured in probably 20 years, but he has everything that he needs neatly arranged and ready to go. Just a few bits and pieces that need to be added, right? Perishables, things like rations, that kind of thing. But within 10 minutes, the last thing that he adds to his pack, as he's sort of looking through his cupboard, his eyes come to rest on a very small vial of poison. And he looks at it for a minute, and he picks it up, and he puts it in his pack, closes the snaps, and goes out to join the rest of the Red Guard.
Okay.
I'm now picturing Bruce Willis in
Interesting.
red.
All right. Yeah, you get your gear. Get ready to meet back up. Let's go to Mbuku. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you grabbing before you head out?
So I think the first thing that Mbuku is gonna do is he kind of, as he leaves, he scoops up Reina, and he takes her back to his shop, and he kind of puts her in the upstairs area because Gentle Repose lasts for like 7 days, something like that. So he kind of sets her down, and as he does, he's like, "I will come back for you." Immediately after, he kind of like scrounges around his room, grabbing some kind of various objects. One of them being is like the salve to be able to put on to help mend Nyoka for her rest. He picks up his healer's kit, and all of this is kind of like he has this almost like black felt like bag that seems like it can like attach to the end of his staff, and it like lays out flat, and he's like putting these inside of it. He grabs cooking utensils, some mortar pestle, some and then there seems to be like a bunch of like more miscellaneous, some of them rather sinister looking, but like various degrees of like mask and ritual supplies, as though to be prepared in the event he needs to perform any of the spirit rituals. He knows, puts that in his bag, and his eye kind of like as he heads back down, about to leave, kind of handing off the key to one of the Red Guard members, probably moving about in and out, helping some of the people around. He eyes some of the ingredients to like make various potions, and I wanted to ask Mr. DM Buku's been doing this for a long time, but let's say in the span, he doesn't want to take too much time, so let's say he was able to grab everything in maybe about 10 minutes. In the span of maybe 15 minutes, how many and what kind of health potions would I be able to craft or concoct within maybe 15 to 20 minutes?
Okay. Let's see. I'll say.
I think there's something in 5e about like how many you can typically do in a day.
Yeah, so
but it could also stand to reason. Do you have back stock that you've created over time?
I'll say give me a quick medicine check to help see.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
That's cocked.
Dice rolls.
Okay. Medicine. That is, I can't do math. A 21.
A 21. Okay. That's pretty good. I'll say you can make two basic healing potions. Okay. So I think those are 2d4 plus 4. Or yes. Plus 2.
Okay. I will make those, place them in the bag alongside a potion that I kind of had like in the backlog, a potion of greater healing, and I'll also place that in the bag as well, so that I have I'll have those on me.
Nice. So yeah, you're gathering all your stuff. You brew some
as
potions
I leave,
and stuff.
I just want to say the other potion. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No worries. And then as I leave, I just want to say, anything in the shop you need, it is yours to use. Just stay downstairs, please. And then I head back up to where we meet.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of say that to just kind of the people who have kind of come to your shop. I think you see there is someone who actually comes up to you as you're about to leave. A kind of like young 20s looking man who comes up to you and just says, hi, I'm an apprentice under another healer in town, but his place is kind of at max capacity right now. So I was wondering if you're leaving, could I use your shop to help people?
Oh, absolutely. If you check with one of the men in there, I gave them the key for access. You are welcome to use whatever is on the first floor, and you can also send people over. There are some cots and other things in the back to be able to help make more spaces and placemats for people. If there is anything at all that you need and you are unable, well, you will be unable to reach me, but please just make yourself at home. I trust you and the other healers and the other people here in Brighthold. My only request is to just stay downstairs. There are some delicate things in the top floor that I would rather not get disturbed.
Okay. Yeah. You got it. Thank you so much. Yeah. We'll be able to help a lot of people here. And
Roll an insight check on the apprentice. The apprentice is lying.
You can never trust such a friendly voice.
You can teach us a couple of different languages.
I'm going to come back. Whole shop is
really
going to be a
quick,
mess.
Before we leave Umbuku, do you take the time to repair your snake staff?
Yes. Yes, I would like to begin. I would like to do that. Not only am I going to apply the salve, but kind of as I'm walking, I will begin to cast mending on the snake staff, kind of just saying, "You did such a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you." And it's okay for you to rest. I think that next time we'll work on form a little bit just to avoid some of those strikes. But you did so wonderful. I appreciate you as always.
Hell yeah! Given encouragement as you heal your magical companion, and that will bring us to Chisel. I think first I would like to know what you got on that investigation with the book.
Yeah, that was a 10.
Okay. I'll say if you want to take more time with the book while you're also packing and stuff at your place, I could allow you to roll again and kind of have advantage.
Well, and I always figured it's like, I could keep trying over time. Like, I said I was borrowing the book, so if it's just well, this book didn't have accessibility in mind, really. Who wrote this thing? And going back and forth between that and the pack and kind of rummaging around. It's like, okay, what spell components do I need? Crawls into a little hollow kind of towards the floor. Yoda ask where sticking his head in there. Finally, it's like, okay, kind of comes out with this little oiled leather pouch and like this might come in handy. Just stuff that in the bag and see if he can fit the book into the bag. It's like not nearly as well practiced as and organized as everybody else seems to be. But just, what do I need?
Yeah, throwing stuff everywhere.
Dragon, it's an adventure, but we get it. I guess we're gonna wing it.
Yeah. So I think.
I'll
is there anything specific that you want to grab? And then also give me another investigation check with the book. Because I think the 10 is you weren't able to glean too much without your accessibility things, but now that you're at home, you have ways of making this book more accessible to yourself, so you can really read these pages. And sorry, what did you get?
That one, nat 20. Okay.
A nat 20?
It was like rolling, and then it tipped one more over. It's like, oh shit.
Nice. So while you're grabbing your stuff and getting all packed, you are checking out this book using your stylus to be able to read these words on the page, and with Scritch on your shoulder, kind of looking at the page too. You read, about this dragon lance that it is said to be able to kill a dragon with one blow. It is said that the dragon lance can also it's an all-around dragon slaying tool. It can help you even find the location of a specific dragon you have in mind. It can also grant resistance to fire or whatever breath weapon the dragon you are trying to fight has. It all of that, and it seems like while it can kill a dragon in one blow, it's because it has to be charged up, and it seems like it is charged by powerful emotions and memories and stuff tied to why you want to kill this dragon.
I got two people who can contribute to that.
Yeah, so on this page you find all of that information. Finding out this lance is more even more of a useful tool than you thought it would be, and you learn more about the Savroth family and Darian Savroth, who is no longer alive, lived to a ripe old age, but that was a while ago. And now the kind of head of the Savroth Manor in Bronze Keep is his grandson, Henry Savroth. And there isn't much written about Henry, as he's pretty young and hasn't done too much. But it seems like he's just kind of a young rich guy. He goes to parties and hosts balls and stuff. That's kind of all you know about
I'm sure
him.
we can still find plenty of use for that along the way.
But yeah, I think on a nat 20, you find out all of that through just thoroughly reading this section of this book. And I think I'll allow that nat 20 to kind of carry on over to you remembering that in your travels through nature, you have found a very interesting plant that you took samples of, that you think might
That's
have.
within the oiled leather. The oil skin is like, yeah, that might be useful.
Cool. Yeah. You find you have a plant that you think might have some sort of fire resisting and healing abilities, and so you take that with you. And yeah, I think with all of that, you guys all meet back up, I think in the town square where you guys all left from. And you guys see that Joe is actually the first one to greet all of you there. And then you all kind of make your way there. I think Umbuku probably shows up last, as it seems like his stuff was kind of the most time consuming. But you are all there, and you see Joe just looks like their mind is in a million places and is everywhere but here in this present moment. And just says, I just found out a lot, and I found out that there's more that I need to do to understand everything. And I'm so sorry. I heard that you all want to go find this dragon lance thing, but I just don't think if I went with you I'd be able to focus. I don't think.
Stay here then.
Yeah, I have things I need to work on, and I also think that it's best if at least one of us stays behind to help with things.
Hug the
And
child.
Neely,
You should know
Yeah.
by now. You never need to explain yourself to me.
Guerrero's just gonna hug her.
is not going to hug her. And then, but Neely will say, well, yeah, somebody should stay behind then. Yeah, especially since, and it might as well be you. Okay, we going?
Book is gonna like, I will leave Ivor with you. Again, just knock if you need anything. I will be taking Eid with me, so they will know if something is up. And as he says this, he kind of like nudges his head over at Eid, and Eid walks around and kind of comes and gives like a little hug to Anili, as you can like almost kind of like a dog who like can like tell someone is like fidgety or like nervous. Eid just kind of like looks up at you, like trying his best in his like bony little eyes to give like any sort of comfort or
His
sympathy.
bony little eyes. How can you say no to his bony little eyes?
We need like chibi illustrations of these guys now.
Yeah. Neely then looks back at Joe and is like, yeah, sometimes being helpful is the best way of processing a lot of pain. And yeah, you're a smart person, smarter than me. You'll figure it out. But we'll be back soon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I'll try to do what I can around town to help people rebuild and heal. And yeah, you guys come back safe and soon. And I'll go help. I'll go help kill this dragon once we have this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see kind of trying to avoid a super awkward like Midwestern goodbye of like a bunch of goodbyes and
Oh
people
no,
talking,
Anelia
kinda-
has started walking out.
Yeah. So you're already walking.
I'm.
Joe already turns away and is
Are
walking.
we going by
into the
carriage, or are we
town.
like? Are we walking?
You guys have access to horses.
Okay.
You probably could get access to a carriage or cart.
No, Anelia's
yeah,
running. That's why I'm so sorry. Anelia's using this as fucking marathon training.
All set up, and you're just like, they're like,
Not sprinting, but just like.
well, but just like you like walking straight past them, and they're like, okay.
We're going?
Yeah, so you're already kind of going. It's kind of the rest of you four. Seems like we're going.
Yeah, Jill is like, are we going then?
You guys get on some steeds.
Question as we go. Visually, how is everyone looking like emotionally? Like I know Neely is like not okay. how's the general, I guess, emotional vibe of everyone as we walk. I think, like Umbuku for one, though he is determined, I'd say he's rather troubled, though it may not visually seem that way. But I'm curious where everyone else is as we walk or steed away. Ride as we ride.
I wouldn't say necessarily. Like energy going that way.
Yeah. Chisel is focused, choosing not to really think about.
But not in a stuffing down way. It's just kind of this is a product, like I have energy, I can put energy to productive use. So it's it's not denying anything.
Just
I
like
think Tony probably has a similar vibe. I think he's pretty determined. He's as focused as anyone can stay for like a day-long ride, right? Like it's a long time to keep anger going at a 10. But I think the other thing is I think he was really impressed with Guerrero's sort of speech or commitment to go after the Dragonlance. And I think he's probably like sneaking a glance or two over at him just to see how, this younger man is dealing with it. Because it's like he's rising to the occasion, but like, is he okay really?
You guys want to roll a contested check?
Oh, I'm so down. I'm so down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would also like to take part of this.
What is this? This insight versus deception?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing with things how you want to deal with them, like
Who gets advantage on Guerrero?
I think the question is, what would it take to get them?
Yeah, I guess that's up to you. Do you think anyone would have advantage on this?
A Neely would.
Okay. Insight?
Yes.
Oh God, I forgot. I made myself fucking +5 on this. I'm dumb and wise, baby.
We love dumb and wise.
I got double 15, so that's a dirty 20.
All right.
But what did Tony get? Because he brought this up.
So if you're dumb and wise, Tony is dumb and pretty because he got a 9.
That's okay. I'm
quote favorite,
average and wise. I got a wait, I need to do math. 8 plus.
Ben, I sent it to you on Discord.
Ooh.
I got a 27. Yes, that is
Jesus.
math.
Oh. Damn.
Wisdom casting.
Okay. Well, fuck me then. Fuck my relation. Fuck my special friendship.
That's okay. You all rolled high enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an 8, bro.
Not hiding
I would
anything.
feel really like, I think that especially a bard that is in tune with their body has to be in tune with their emotions at all times, and it might be hard to like not have that be expressed in their body.
Oh, listen,
Yeah.
he's feeling it, Mr. Krabs. All right, like we are walking, and Guerrero is usually a very graceful and energetic person. He is stiff and rigid and shaky.
So was Guerrero walking or was he riding? Do you think you would have brought a horse?
Probably not.
Okay.
He has no riding experience. He has more sailor experience than he does riding.
Okay. I have an idea of what I would like to do, but would anybody else like to start?
Looks
I
like it's
didn't
all
hear you.
you.
I think Aneely slows down and starts kind of walking with Guerrero and kind of nudges him with her shoulder and is just like, Chanticleer, how you doing?
I want to kill this fucking dragon.
Well, then we will. We already did. But you did really good at that, right?
It did not matter.
Yes, it did. People survived. People lived. And that's because of you.
He's gonna look over his shoulder at a destroyed town.
Buildings can be repaired. This is nothing.
But the lives lost cannot.
No. But the lives that we saved can tell their stories. By the way, where were you this morning? I looked for you. You weren't at your house.
I was getting ready.
Ready? For what?
Performing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
The show must go on, darling.
You're telling me the show must go on?
I'm
The
here.
show is- Yeah.
I'm here, you're here, everybody is here. The show must go on no matter what.
Well, the show must also have its star performer being able to actually love their performance as much as we all do.
Yes, I'll make sure Nyoka gets your message.
You're jealous of the snake?
Jealous of the snake? The snake was the best part of the fight. The snake fucked that dragon.
Well, so did you. What are you talking about?
If it was not for the snake, I could not have punched the dragon as hard as I did. The snake kept the dragon in place, so the dragon could not fly away. So I could punch the dragon.
You did punch the dragon. You got the final hit, and before that, you did the giant boom, the boom clap, whatever that move was.
Yes, I wish dragons had bigger ears so I could hit them harder with that. I digress. Notwithstanding, Nyoka is the reason we were able to beat back that dragon.
And I think Aneely yells out, Umboku! Tell Mr. Bombastic that he has nothing to worry about, that your snake is not as important to the team as he is.
I like the snake.
The snake is good, but you're also good.
I can assure you, as much as Nyoka appreciates the encouragement and the flattery, there is not anything that she could have done without you. You are indispensable, my friend. You must understand.
I do understand. I'm not saying I don't understand. I agree. I'm fantastic. But Nyoka...
No. Now you think you're fantastic?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
I am sad. I don't hate myself.
That's good. Okay.
The two are not mutually
Just overhearing all of this, I have no clue what's going on right now.
I guess that is the question that I would like to ask you, though, my friend. In this moment, do you want that sadness to be your motivator, or would you like to feel a bit lighter? As we head on our journey, I guess I propose this to all of you. The anxiety.
You have some of the. You do drugs?
No, I do not do. I make them, but not the kind you are referring to. That
yes,
is
you
not
cannot
the
get
kind.
high on your own supply.
Correct. Also, if we're outside of the city limits, actually, never mind. I'm so sorry. No, okay, never mind.
In this moment, you see as Umbuku's his skeletal hand that is normally all white begins to kind of glow with a sort of dull gray mist, and he kind of looks to everyone. I am asking you if in this moment the anxiety and stress, if you would like that to be diminished, I can do that for you. But I will not do it if you do not want that. It is up to you.
I find that it is important to feel your feelings when contributing to a performance.
Okay. Anili? I can target specific ones, by the way.
If I didn't... This is not the destructive emotion I am feeling. It is... I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Tony?
I do not want to be blunted. I want to be sharp.
All right. And his hand kind of returns to normal. Well, if you ever feel it is overtaking you, at the very least I can provide comfort. If not, make it go away.
You are comfort enough.
No, you flatter me. I do not think of myself as one who brings much more than an offering to the cycle of life and death. Though I am starting to learn maybe it is not as black and white as I once envisioned it. So.
So as you guys are leaving Brighthold, probably maybe for the first time in a while, for a lot of you, or at least, you know, even leaving the woods and the greater area, as you guys are traveling towards Bronze Keep. And who all is walking and who is on a steed?
I'm walking.
Oh, you know I'm on a steed.
I'm
For expediency, I'm on the steed.
I'm walking.
And
Eid is on
Anili's
my
walking.
shoulder.
So we have Anili, Gudero, and Umbuku all walking, and we've got Tony and Chisel on steeds, probably leading the way, or maybe in the back. You guys can kind of decide what your marching order is. But yeah, you guys are making your way, traveling and traveling, yeah, I think we're going to fast track a little bit here, and we're going to take a break somewhat soon. But I am just going to say that you guys are going to successfully travel and make it to Bronze Keep without any complications or fights along the way. Is there anything you guys want to finish talking about, say, or do before you make it to the city of Bronze Keep? Anili?
I think about like a mile out. You've been seeing Anilia's anxiety actually get a little bit higher, but she's been trying to calm down. And she stops everybody, and she's like, everybody, I have a question for the group. I, as you might know, have only been in Brighthold for about 3 years. I have maybe mentioned that I had a few rowdy years, a few years of uninhibited rage that was just a fugue state. And in that time, I may or may not have been involved in some incredibly violent crimes. I don't know if it's a crime. What I am trying to say is, I genuinely do not remember if I am welcome in Bronze Keep. Because, and I do not want to sully the reputation of the group if I am found as Redguard and we go into this town.
Irrelevant. I'm going in with you anyway.
Are you sure?
Yes. Why would I?
Well, no, but like, are you sure that I mean, you're charming, but like, I don't know.
I think between the illustrious charm of our dear friend and some of the, we'll say, tricks that the spirits have beheld to me, and the rather diplomatic and what is the word? Leadership role? Yes, that Tony imposes on people that he speaks to. I do believe that we have the basis covered to mask any perhaps ill dealings or wheelings that may have followed you from your history. Plus, I do think that though there are things in the past that, can affect people when they see you have turned over a new leaf and you have made something wonderful of your life and you are the amazing person that you are, that they will not have a problem. And if not, I can just throw some magic at them. It's okay.
As can I.
Yeah.
It does not matter. You are more important than the sensibilities of whatever people we meet in there.
I do not remember if this is the town in which I may have accidentally burned down the mayor's house.
Was he a dick?
I do not well, yeah. But but also like all of these towns kind of blend together. So I don't remember if it was Bronze Keep or like Gold Keep or Bronzeville, but I just wanted to give everybody a heads up just in case you see a wanted poster.
Okay, worst case scenario, some dick rolls up to us and I can take out my emotions on them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my thought was once we start getting close to the town, if there's some bad juju there, we'd probably realize it pretty quickly, and if nothing else, I could just pass without trace you, and we could figure it out.
That is a much more peaceful approach.
That's a very peaceful approach. Okay, just good. I just wanted to be full disclosure. I feel like I have given you good outside of team information.
I mean,
let's go.
Barbarian hasn't raged here and there. Some, hazards of the job.
Though I am a healer, perhaps if they cause any issues, then suddenly that my eyes have gone blind. I don't know. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Some good transparency and some good. We'll back you up from your team. Is there anything else you guys want to say or have said or done before you reach Bronze Keep? There will during this travel there is a time that you guys had to make camp and spent the night and had watch, but everything goes smoothly. Is there anything else? You can just raise your hand. Otherwise, we'll transition to being in Bronze Keep. Yeah, Mbuku.
I do desire to and I think this would probably happen when we finally kind of rest in camp. I will kind of after I imagine that with my cooking supplies, I've kind of made some food and like handing it out. And when I make my way over to Guerrero, I kind of want to, as I hand him, just pat him on the shoulder. I know this is unnecessary, but I wanted to say thank you for taking care of Joe when I was indisposed. I think that what you did was, it meant a lot to me, whether you realize it or not. She's like a sister, so I appreciate you.
Everything you do, my friend, means a lot to all of us. The weight can afford to come off of your shoulders as well.
I suppose I take a bit more on than perhaps I should, but I cannot say that I am always of the same mindset as someone as fabulous as yourself. I must ask. Oh, you flatter me. I must ask how you do it, how you stay in the mindset. You are always ready to perform, to put yourself out there, to be what you need to be in the moment. And though I believe that I exist to help others, I cannot say I am always as ready to rise to my call day in and day out.
You must remember your purpose, not just in the way that you help others, but your purpose and how it fulfills you. I'm ready to perform because I enjoy performing. I enjoy fighting, and so I am ready to fight. I enjoy the town, so I'm ready to defend it. And I enjoy all of you, hence why I am walking.
That is a lot more simple than I anticipated. But
Life is simpler than most people anticipate. It is not a complicated secret. To find one's purpose is quite literally the meaning of life. To find purpose and be happy in that purpose.
I guess I've never really thought of it that way, considering for me, life and death is just one continuous line. I've really, until recently, not seen much of an end to one and a beginning to another. So perhaps, my friend, I have forgotten how to live.
And
Truly.
that is the exciting part. See, for us plebeians who have no idea what goes beyond the veil of the afterlife, we make every moment count because we know this life. But we spend so much time conceptualizing and intellectualizing what happens after that we forget to live. We forget to find our purpose because we are so concerned about the future and what is going to happen and the legacy we leave and yada yada, this and that and that and this. You spend too much time on that shit. Focus on you. Focus on what making you happy.
Focus on making me happy. That is quite a loaded question, my friend. I have not thought about the answer to that question in many years.
Well, think about it. The girl you are fighting for right now.
Yes.
The one that will be waiting for you to bring her back when we go home. She's like family to you, yes?
Yes. She's like
she makes you happy?
This is true.
Your relationships with everyone, they make you happy?
I would say so.
Living in the town, getting to live a life, do those things make you happy?
I think they make me happy. I would be concerned if they did not.
Then focus on those things.
So you're suggesting that I bring my perspective in a bit?
Yes, you're so focused on being a psychopomp.
I wasn't expecting you to throw words like that at me today. But
I am a himbo, but I am not this stupid.
This I know that is true.
instead of focusing on making death comfortable for people, emotions comfortable for people, allow them to feel their sadness, their fear. Forget about being a guide. You do not have to be a paragon for the sake of everyone. You don't even need to be a paragon for the sake of yourself. You just need to be Umbuku. That is enough.
He kind of looks at his skeletal arm and leg. The last time I was in Buku, I was gifted my disposition.
And you
But
pull it off
perhaps-
better than anyone else I have ever met.
Perhaps it is not as bad as I thought. Thank you, my friend.
He's gonna pat Mbuku on the back. Just
I think somewhere in that conversation of letting life be simple and things like that, Chisel like lets out a snort and rolls over, like just kind of one of those timely things, like, no, it needs to be simple. People should just be people. It's like
he's gonna like that.
Ah, I see.
Look at Chisel, perfectly asleep, head empty.
No thoughts behind those eyes.
got the dragon's blade across.
there's no thought behind
Yes.
Chisel and Scritch's eyes.
I think I understand, or at least I'm beginning to.
Perfecto.
He kind of claps, mimicking use, but as he does, he looks unsure what it means. But he for the sake of bonding, is like joining in. And I think, like on the inside, you kind of see like a small smile kind of crackle across his face. He says, "This is quite entertaining. Is that why you do this all the time? The small bit of serotonin."
It is a
that's kind of
perfect
releasing?
punctuation for a performance.
See, I need to learn more about performance from you, my friend. I don't know much.
Everything in life is a performance.
Everything. Now that is quite a way to live.
And the show must go on. So go to sleep so the show can go on tomorrow.
He kind of stands up and he looks at you, and like Eid is kind of like in the back, like kind of like hiding behind, and he just kind of points up and is like, "I think he wants to sleep next to you tonight, if that is okay."
Yoka?
No, Eid,
Oh, the
as
dog,
you see,
okay.
like the tiny little skeleton, little, like, I think he desires to sleep next to you tonight, if that is okay. He's been staring at you this whole time.
Guerrero is going to slide into his bedroll, just tap next to him.
Eid will go follow, curl up next to you, and go to sleep, as I will. Also, kind of sit down, and as like I'm like a Dampier, I just kind of cross my arms and just close my eyes. Though I don't know how effectively Dampiers sleep, to be honest, but I'm going to attempt
Meditation.
at least meditate.
And yeah, after you guys have this lovely, heartfelt late night conversation about how simple life can be if you let it be,
Comedic interjections.
you guys get some rest, and you guys are able to make it the rest of the way to Bronze Keep. And yeah, I think we are about to go on break as you guys see this city. It is grand. It is very, like, the architecture is like advanced and kind of whimsical. You know that this is a town of artificers and crafters and archaeologists, and you see like clockwork like automatons, like walking down the street next to their creators and stuff like that. But yeah, we will get more into Bronze Keep after a little break. everyone. And hello. Welcome back from our little break. I'm feeling nice and refreshed. Got some more water.
Water is good.
It's a reminder to hydrate, everyone. And before we get going, I'm gonna do another reminder to this is a charity stream. It's totally fair if you're just watching and just want to watch, and if you don't have any money to give, but please consider donating to the National Immigration Law Center. They really can use your help, and I would also love to see some of those perks happen for my party here. So if you have a little to give, why not go for it? But yeah, we are back. We had our party get all geared up to head out and travel and have some beautiful heart-to-hearts and everything like that. And we now find ourselves at Bronze Keep. And one of my players made a reference to this during the break, so I am just going to say that it kind of does give like Emerald City vibes from Wicked, but not Emerald. It's, bronze. But it's just this lavish city, at least especially certain very rich areas. But just there is a lot of more advanced things going on here. Still very fantasy, all kind of magic tech, but this is the kind of city that there might even be like a monorail and some sort of like public transport going around. There are clockwork automatons carrying things for people. You even see one home that you guys pass by. You see the door blast open, and there's like smoke coming out, and you see this like scientist artificer guy come out with singed eyebrows, kind of coughing from the smoke, and then you see like takes out a notebook and jots down some notes and is just like, I wonder if this would work, and he comes runs back into his shop. Just crazy inventor vibes all over the place. You guys are in Bronze Keep. You know that you are looking for Savroth Manor, so you know that that's going to be in the nicer, richer part of town, part of the city. And you know from the book that the crest of the Savroths is an eagle with its wings splayed out and holding two gears in its talons. And so you know that that's a symbol that you can be looking for. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are doing, what your approach is, if you're just going straight for trying to find the Savroths, if you want to do anything else to find out more about the town or more about the Savroths before you go there. What are we thinking?
Yeah, this Henry Savroth guy. I have the feeling he'd probably either be home or at the nearest party spot, from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But I guess it seems like Tony's often the one that we're looking for as our leader. Do you have any ideas? What are you doing? What are you thinking as we cross the threshold of the border of this city?
Tony is not someone with a lot of guile. It is part of why, despite his tenure with the Red Guard, he has not taken more of a leadership position, because the thing that is probably on Tony's mind right now is to find Sabroth Manor and to ask for the Dragonlance. And I'm not sure that he's thought very many steps ahead of that, right? Such as, what if they say no? Or what you're offering in return? Or that he's really pretty unworried about those details. And that is not always a strength.
Okay. So so do you think what kind of action might that translate to? Do you open up to the rest of the group for their ideas, or do you just like start charging ahead trying to find the right part of town to find this manor?
I think he would probably ask the group, especially maybe the more magically inclined, right? Like Chisel or Mbuku, if they have, ideas or resources to find our way to Sabroth Manor, or how to get around a city, a strange city, because magic can solve all kinds of things.
Yeah. This is the real world. Magic does not solve every problem. But in all seriousness, kind of out of game question, then what would you define as creature that is known or familiar to you? Like, if you've read about them, is that considered familiar, or is this somebody that we have to have met before?
A creature that you know or is familiar to you. And is this like a nature spell when it says creature,
So,
or creature
I
as
have
in
locate
which...
creature.
Right. You have locate creature. I
So yeah, you
think
sense the general direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If they're moving, you know the direction of the movement. But it does say, describe or name a creature that is familiar to you.
I think it's the same rules as like parasocial relationships, where like if you've just heard about them and you don't know them or like have ever had a conversation with them,
Mhm.
I don't know if that would count as familiar, even though I wish it would. In this case.
Yeah, I think I'm
I mean,
leaning towards
the shot
that
is just kind of like,
if
depending on how we want to define it.
yeah,
So-
depending on how we define this, but I think if you're thinking of trying to find Henry Salvroth in this manner, I don't think he is familiar enough to you.
Okay.
But good shot. What about Mbuku? Do you have any magical things you want to say, or Guerrero? Do you have any diplomatic, charming things you want to say or do?
Well,
How we should approach this?
I do believe it all depends on what it is you're looking for. So I guess that is my question to you, Tony. Do you believe what we are looking for is more magically inclined in nature, or is it more materialistic? We can navigate this by utilizing our and our fabulous performers' charms to talk to people and gather information that way, or if you believe it is something that may be more in the realm of mysticism, then perhaps I can call upon the spirits and ask them if they can give us a bit of guidance to find what we're looking for, or to, at the very least, send us in that direction. It really just depends on what your hunch is, and I trust your hunch.
Ben, where are we right now?
You guys are not that deep into Bronze Keep City. You guys have like kind of just walked past the kind of border, whatever. I think there is like a gate even that you guys were like let
Inside the
in.
gates.
So yeah, you guys have been let into the city. You can see all sorts of these, high-reaching buildings all around you, people bustling all over the place. But yeah, you haven't made it very far into the city yet.
I think to Mbuku's query, Tony would respond that I'm sure that Darian Salbroth's heirs are just mortals such as we, and that the Dragon Lance is a item of powerful magic.
So what do you want to find first? The Salbroths, or do you want to... correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but is the assumption that the lance is not here, but the people here know where it is, or am I misinterpreting what was shared?
I'm hoping the lance is here, or we came to the wrong city, but I assumed it would be with the Salbroths.
Well,
That's
that
what it
case-
said.
I have a
They
beautiful
have the
idea.
lance.
Where is the nearest town square?
Yeah, that is pretty easy to find. It seems like a lot of you can just kind of keep going in the direction you're going, and as you get closer towards the middle of the city, so you guys will be walking for a bit, and you guys are just kind of taking things in, starting to understand kind of what area you are in. It seems like you're not quite in the rich mansion district quite yet, but yeah, you guys can kind of see a town square, a kind of centralized hub. It seems like there are maybe multiple in this city, but you find one close to you.
So, as soon as we get there, I'm gonna do some flash mob level shit,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
and I am immediately gonna start performing. Let me just roll this die real quick.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
All right. $22.
22 is pretty good. Describe your performance. It's going really well. It's impressive. You're catching the eye of a bunch of people, and describe your performance, and then let me know what you're hoping to gain from this.
So, before I start, I'm gonna lean over to Tony. I can draw us a crowd. It is on you guys to conduct the interviews. Ole! And then I'm going to dance my happy ass into the middle of the square with my battle tambourine. And as I'm, smacking around my battle tambourine, I'm going to use minor illusion to replicate the sounds of different instruments at different times. Because a cantrip, I could just spam it over and over.
Yeah.
So as I'm playing the tambourine and dancing, people are going to hear Latin music in layers all throughout the crowd.
That is amazing. I
Hell
would like
yeah.
to contribute to this, so essentially giving him the help action by casting light onto Eid's eyes, so that Eid kind of stares at him like a spotlight as he's performing.
That's perfect. I like that. I really like that.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you've got lights, you've got music, you're dancing, you're shaking your battle tambourine, and yeah, you are growing quite a crowd. You see some people are even like approaching you with like money to like kind of put down in front of you, like you're a normal busker. And yeah, you guys have some captivated people in front of at least Guerrero, they're not quite sure what you guys are doing or if you guys are all together, but there's a crowd. What are we
Also,
doing with this crowd?
occasionally there are little like bursts of flames when he finishes a flourish with a
Ooh,
little produce flame.
very cool. Some pyrotechnics.
So,
Or does anybody look particularly affluent?
Mm.
I was actually going to ask about that because that is Guerrero's job when he is dancing back home, is to look in the audience for people of interest.
Cool.
Could I roll to see if I see anybody that I can get a feeling off of?
Yeah, I'll say give me an insight check. And I'll say for Chisel, I'd say give me more of a perception check with the help of Scritch.
17.
Okay, because we're looking for rich vibes and we're looking for just appearance rich. So we've got two different kind
Oh,
of
and looking for the crest and
yeah, looking for crest, looking for fancy schmancy clothes.
Okay.
But so you said you got a 17?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, you're definitely
Scritch
looking
gets
around, getting some vibes. And yeah, what is Scritch helping you see?
Created that's not higher than my well, okay, it's equal to my passive perception. Well, okay. Depends on which so if Scritch's, it's basically equal to my passive perception. If it's mine, like Scritch helping me with the advantage, mine comes to 18.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that Scritch is helping you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got an 18 and a 17. Yeah, I think you find you know, at least one very kind of wealthy looking individual just wearing a very nice suit and just you know, just very fine materials and stuff like that. And it looks like he is wearing some sort of like family crest. It doesn't look to be a Savroth crest, but does seem to be, you know, some sort of important house. And yeah, I think you both kind of maybe clock the same guy. He's got, you know, like twirly mustache and everything. Wearing a hat.
Have Scritch like beam that out to everybody.
Message cantrip to Tony. In your head, you're gonna hear that guy, and I'm gonna like motion to him with a big flourishy battle move.
Well, and Scritch can actually, so it lists one of the things that he can send telepathically is actually like simple images. So it's like it's just like obviously it's I probably focus on just like the you know, it's like the finery. So it's like, you know, fancy looking person like so.
Yeah, so we have a gesture in the dance and a little mental image being sent to everyone. And yeah, Tony, you know who in this crowd you might want to talk to.
I think Tony picks right up on that, and you know, he sort of settles back into a role that he has done before. His goal is going to be to try to butter this guy up, to flatter him, to persuade him to get the information that he wants. You know, in a genuine way, right? Tony is a paladin. His word is his bond, but that doesn't mean that like a little bit of flattery can't help things along. So I think he sort of, you know, strides up to, you know, this, did you say it was a nobleman or someone that looks like a nobleman?
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
depth
just someone who
of
looks
class.
very, very wealthy and of a particular house that is either noble or wealthy enough, like merchant class kind of.
I think Tony sort of introduces himself, being like, "Good morning. It seems like you're enjoying my colleague's performance. I'm very proud of him."
Oh yes, yes. His dancing is quite impressive. I just like some of the people at the fine opera theaters here. Uh, just beautiful.
I think Tony gives him a big smile, and introduces himself. "My name is Anthony Silver. Uh, my friend Guerrero and several other of my traveling companions are emissaries, representatives of the town of Brighthold. And Tony here is leading us in this dance, keeping the spirit of courage alive for our town, fortifying our spirits, demonstrating that our strength and our passion is unbowed. But in truth, we are here on an important mission. Our town has been beset by a great calamity, and we are looking for some of the greatest houses of the great town of Bronzekeep to assist Brighthold. And I thought that an esteemed member of the citizenry, such as yourself, I would assume, might be able to help us.
Yeah, I think as you are talking to him about, the carrying on the bravery of your town and what happened in this travesty, you see this very wealthy looking person go through kind of a mixture of like feeling sad and then feeling like uncomfortable with like feeling sad and then also kind of being bored because you're not talking about him and just and just kind of all of these things and he's just like that sounds terrible. Uh you said you're on a mission. What are you doing here?
In a word, networking.
Oh, well, I know a bit about that.
That, to be quite honest, is why I sought you out. I understood that a gentleman with your taste in ruffles clearly understands the need to present oneself with fashion in public, and you don't do that unless you move in the correct circles. The circle, or I should say the house that I am looking for an introduction for is Sabra. Perhaps you have heard of them.
Oh, yes, I've heard of the Savroth family. Yes, I believe his, I believe the old man, yes. The Savroths are friends with my family in the past. My family being the Ransomov family, of course.
And as you no doubt figured out, Guerrero is a great bard. So if you would do us the honor of making that introduction, I am sure that as he spins the great tale of our mission, he would put the name of your family as front and center as those credited with setting us on the path to glory.
Well, I'll say roll me a persuasion.
Inspired.
Ooh, okay.
What is the size of that inspiration dice?
It is a D8.
Nice.
All right. That comes out to 19.
Okay. A 19. His well, yes, of course. Well, if you're on a heroic mission to help your town, I will show myself to be the generous person that I am, and of course I will help you in this way. I was actually on my way back to my manor, and the Savroths are not too far. So if you want to follow me, if you want to go there right now, then I could arrange that.
I am struck by your generosity, perhaps even your heroism. Red Guard, please.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was at least hovering within sight line, so it's like if he was getting too fidgety and you needed assistance. Yes, okay.
But yeah, as you guys your little Red Guard assemble kind of thing, Guerrero, you wrap up your dancing. People kind of seem disappointed that the show's over, but you get plenty of applause and stuff.
How much money does he get?
That's a good question. Why don't you roll me
I think Anili from the crowd tries to be like, "Oh, are you from the town that got their homes destroyed?"
You just hear that kind of helping people
Neely's got a
feel
nice streak there.
kind of guilting people into giving more money.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
We got
Give
the
me,
rebuilding funds.
I'll say roll me 2d4.
Alright. 6.
6. Okay. Yeah, I think, for performing for just a little bit before leaving, you get 60 gold. Which is pretty good.
That's. I think after an elite meal is like helping us, like, this is like half a building. This can help rebuild.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys leave with more money than you had before, and you have this.
It's charitable donation.
Yeah. And you follow Mr. Ransomov towards the wealthier district of this city, and so you guys walk for quite a while. You guys see lots of shops and stuff. You see there are armories and potion shops and food courts and farmers markets. There are taverns. There's the Wise Toad Tavern. There's the Short Plank Tavern. There's all of these different places as you guys are wandering through, and as you guys continue to travel through this city, you see the shops get more and more luscious, and the little boutique shops. You see more and more fancy things, flowers, perfumes, very fancy bakery, patisseries and stuff. And you guys find yourselves in the wealthier district part of Dron's Keep, and you see just this kind of row of beautiful mansions and gardens and stuff like that. And you guys see Ransomov says, "Well, just down that way a bit is my manor." You see just very beautiful, but kind of like darker greens, like almost like jade or emerald, but darker even, and lots of like black and silver kind of vibes of his mansion. And over here is the Savros. And you see the Savroths are a lot more like bronze and marble and like beautiful hardwoods and stuff like that. And yeah, you see this just beautiful mansion, beautiful garden, and like sculpted hedges and stuff like that. And you see this giant eagle crest holding the gears. And he says, "Well, I can get you an introduction. I can get you inside, and then I wish you a good day." And so you guys approach. You approach the kind of main gate, the kind of fenced gate around the beautiful garden, and the guards kind of just see Mr. Ransomov and see that you're with him and open up the gates. You guys walk in. You see plenty of like attendants, actively working in the garden and continuing to trim the hedges and stuff. And you guys make it to the front door of this lavish mansion. Just large, like double doors. And you see there are 4 guards standing at attention at this gate. And again, you see Ransomov just kind of gesturing to kind of a pin. His sigil is kind of wearing it like a pin on his suit. Kind of gestures to it, and the guards are just kind of yes, Mr. Ransomov. You wish to seek an audience with Lord Savroth? And he's like, "Oh well, I don't really have much business to talk to Savroth about right now, but these people seem like good people. They apparently went through a tragedy, and we're hoping that Lord Savroth would be able to help them in some way. So if you could arrange a meeting, that would be a personal favor."
Look to Tony.
It's our time,
Me.
everybody. So
Okay.
we're going.
Sorry
so
for a second.
He's
All right.
definitely. What's our plan A? Is never mind. He's back.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I was like, and everyone is frozen. I'm guessing that means I'm frozen. But we are
I
back.
think he looked at Tony and just got like, right.
But yeah, so you guys see the guards kind of look to each other, and you see they kind of like open the door just slightly for one of the guards to kind of slip in, and the other guards are just like, "Wait here a moment," and then you wait for a bit, and then the guard comes back and opens the door and says, "You can come in." And the doors are opened up for you guys. And yeah, you guys see into this just lavish manor. You guys walk into a bit of a hallway. There's like an antechamber and like a place for people to take like your coats and shoes and stuff maybe, and you guys go down a bit of a hallway into more and then more doors, and you find yourselves in this grand room. It's just this very large room that there's like a grand piano, there's a crystal chandelier on the ceiling, there are lots of paintings and art pieces, there are like decorative like suits of armor that are just kind of like standing in place in multiple places around there, and there are artifacts on display in like glass cases, almost like a museum. And right here in this grand room, you can see what looks to be a masterfully made bronze lance. You see, it looks like what you're looking for might even just be displayed right here. But you also see on the other end of this room a very lavish looking chair, almost like a throne. And you see a very young, like kind of early to mid 20s, just blonde hair, blue eyes, holding a glass of wine, sitting in his chair in like an angle. And he's just like, oh, hello, welcome to my manor, and what can what can I do for you?
This is definitely thinking, oh yeah, no, this is the guy from the book.
Yes, I'm Henry Savroth, and who are you? I was told that Ransomoff said he wanted to talk to me.
Tony?
Yes. As I was explaining to your colleague, Mr. Ransomov, my group of traveling companions and I are emissaries from the town of Brighthold. And we come to Bronzekeep, and specifically to you at Savroth Manor, because of the great stories that we've heard about the works of your family. I think one in particular, the power of the Dragon Lance has traveled far and wide, and we came to speak to you about securing it to protect our town from a terrible danger.
Oh, yes, you have heard of my my grandfather's works and my father and those before them. A very proud family of artificers and creators. I've never picked up a tool in my life. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm really carrying that on. But yes, we have all sorts of wonderful magical trinkets that they made. And you see he kind of gets up out of his seat and kind of goes over to the display case of the Dragon Lance, and you see he kind of like not even touching the glass, but just kind of like running a hand, like hovering above the glass as if he's like petting it, but just not even touching it. And he's just like,
be twitchy.
it's like, yes, this one does have quite the story of power behind it. I've been told that it was used to slay quite a powerful, menacing dragon. It was a big problem back then, you know. But what I'm sorry. You were complimenting my family and what we make, and then what was the other thing you were saying?
Okay.
Is there a polite way to say
Um,
have
yeah,
being a
yeah.
problem right now?
I would. Can I do an insight to see just how much, I don't know, he actually cares in
How
this
much of a
moment?
twit?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'd also
yeah,
like to
give
roll
me-
an insight.
Yeah, I'll say anyone who wants to roll me an insight on good old Henry.
Yeah,
Can I guide myself?
I have 21.
Sure.
Also, like, and hearing him say that, like, oh, these are my family's accomplishments, but I won't ever pick up a tool. Like,
That's a dirty 20.
yeah.
Yeah, you so we got a 21, a dirty 20. Did anyone else want to roll, or are we just going off of those
19.
rolls? 19. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, like you were just kind of commenting on what he said of you know, yeah, my family's accomplishments. I've never picked up a tool myself. You know, you definitely get the vibe that this guy is perfectly comfortable not being ambitious and just skating by on the accomplishments of his family and leeching off of the wealth and privilege that gives him. And he doesn't care about doing anything of note, and he's just, I live in this family, I get to be wealthy and live lavishly, and that's all I need. I don't need my own legacy other than throwing the best parties in Bronze Keep.
What would
So
I
you
roll
get those vibes.
for getting a sense of how easy would it be to get to the lance as it is currently sitting? Like, obviously, I'm not going to be touching anything, but it's just like,
It
Are you getting in it?
depends on what you mean. Are you looking at like if there's an easy way to open this display? Are you looking at, are there any magical things protecting this case? Are you looking at if there are guards in the room that might stop you? What kind of
right now,
are you considering?
I mean, definitely at least the physical aspects of what does what does the display case seem to be? You know, is it a very secure seeming thing, or is it like getting a sense? So I guess in that case, that might be answering it. That probably more perception, if I'm not, because I'm not touching anything, but just kind of getting a sense of the. If we need to come up with a plan B, what would we potentially be facing? I do not have detect magic, so I can't necessarily pinpoint anything magical per se.
Okay.
Look at
So
my head
yeah,
something.
I'd say give me a perception check and let me know what you roll when I get back to you. I will say, Umbuku, I want to know what this question is, but I also want to know, with your dirty 20 insight check, knowing what I just gave Anili on their insight, is there anything else that I didn't just tell you that you were wanting to glean about this man?
I wanted to also glean like how much, because like again, it's how much he cares about, like how much he like actually knows about these artifacts before him, like because he doesn't. Off rip, and based on what you said, it seems like he's not super invested in what's happening in his family, and more so just like, yeah, I'm pony boy child, I just got to ride on the horses that my exactly. So I want to know like how much does he actually know, because before we do anything, I want to make sure that we're actually looking at the real deal, that like we're like where we need to be, getting what we need to go, and I need to know, is this dude actually aware of if he has like the real stuff or not, is what I'm trying to figure out.
I think you would glean from this insight check that he probably doesn't know a whole lot about these artifacts. He knows nothing about how they work and like how they were made. He doesn't know that much about what they do other than like some little like whatever the little synopsis it says on like a little card next to it in the display like a museum piece. But he doesn't really know much about them beyond the little museum blurbs. But I think you do know that he is at least convinced, if not genuinely certain, that these are the genuine article, and he prides himself a lot on like the fact that like this manor holds like the original artifacts, and you know he would never display an imitation.
Okay. My question that I had though was because I think I was like taking notes and I forgot to say this. Like when we like walked in, I would have liked to kind of have started, like kind of as we were walking in, so that basically kind of like after we get there and Tony like finishes, or like ritually cast detect magic, just like as like we like walk into kind of have it up to be able to, you know, identify the magical things in there. Is that something that I would have had been able to do kind of like as we were going?
Yeah. So you want to have been casting detect magic as you're being let into this manor and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Not necessarily like, obviously I'm not like going like, like more like subtly as like I'm kind of like walking, like kind of to myself. Like, I mean, I look like a tall, bony, like creepy man with like a mask shield on my staff and a, you know, snake head. So, you know, doing hand symbols, it probably doesn't look anything more than like, ooh, that man is odd.
Yeah, you're just regally walking down and just kind of like looking at something and just you know, doing little hand symbols and stuff. Yeah, I'd say you can do detect magic, and you notice a lot of magic going on in this mansion. Magic of all sorts of different types. You know, you notice that the candles in the chandelier above you are using like illusory flames. You notice that there is magic on the case that the Dragonlance is in, as well as all any other items on display. You see there's kind of multiple layers of magic on the Dragonlance case. You see that there is magic on the standing suits of armor on display in this room. You see there is magic on... Give me a perception check to be able to... Yeah, just a perception check to be able to see. You see a magical aura coming from something up in the ceiling, but it's kind of hard to see it. It's kind of hidden by the chandelier.
Okay, perception. That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, with the 17, you are able to see kind of hidden through the chandelier. You see in the ceiling what looks like a magical artificial eye just in the ceiling in a socket, just kind of looking around the whole time. And you see that there's magic coming off of that. But yeah, you are just... There's so much magic on everything in this room. Yeah.
Noted. Buku's gonna just kind of like take a step forward. He kind of composes himself a bit as he goes, "Well, it is quite wonderful to hear about these accomplishments of your family. In all the grandeur and greatness of such a name, I imagine there is quite a fair benevolence that also comes with the Salroth name. Would I be correct in assuming so?"
Uh, of course. Yes, especially my grandfather was known for his generosity. He always liked sharing whatever he made, and putting it towards grand causes and things like that. Very, very, very fun things, and people really liked him.
And you?
Um,
Are you known for your generosity?
I I'm known for my generous parties and a generous pour at the bar. Uh, but I I don't know, the needs of other people, they're so boring.
Oh,
Oh,
so the rumors are true.
What what rumors?
as Anili says that, I want to kind of wave my hand as some like almost like small like harmless spirits kind of like it almost looks like glitter kind of like comes off my hand in the air as like a subtle mist kind of like oozes from like the bottom of my feet around as I want to cast Zone of Truth as I kind of walk a bit more forward while Anili begins to ask his questions, forcing him to tell the truth. I need a charisma. I think a charisma saving throw he has to make. I think that's what he has to make. Yes. Yeah, he has to make a
Okay.
charisma save.
A charisma save, and I think because he's making this save, he does know that you're casting this magic on him, or is that only if he?
An affected creature is aware of the spell, and that's
Yeah.
can avoid. Yeah.
So,
This can
do we
avoid answering
all
questions
need
in which
to
it would only
save
be a
in
lie.
this zone of truth?
I think
Everyone
only
who is
he's
in
in
the zone, uh,
Get in the zone.
the zone is
So-
the zone is a 15-foot radius. So if you're within 15 feet of me, then yes, you make the save. Or if you enter 15 feet of me, you make the save. But if you're not, then you don't have to.
Can you be in front of me? And I'm not.
Yes. Yeah. My point is like I'm walking up to get as close to him in the case as I can without like obviously enticing the like of the guards and doing this. My intention isn't to have you guys in there, so if anyone needs to lie on Marvin, you guys
Yeah.
can do so. But yeah.
Your girl's gonna lie.
cool.
Alright.
And so, what's the DC on that save?
DC 16 charisma.
DC 16. All right, let's see.
Failure.
Yeah. That's a nat 1.
Let's go.
So you see, he's just like, oh, well, are you doing magic on me?
Oh, it is just a little bit of welcoming from a witch doctor. I lived my whole life to help people and thought that you could use a bit of help yourself for free. Nothing of the cost, just a bit of kindness I'm showing.
Oh, well, all right. I'm often a little suspicious of people who give things away for free, but it's something that he says because he's having to be honest. But oh, I didn't mean to say that.
You're in the company of friends. It's all right, my friend. I believe my associates had some questions for you, and nearly you were saying something.
Oh, I was going to say, I had heard that you no longer let people use the weapons that your grandfather generously made public because they don't work anymore, and you're afraid of that secret coming out and destroying your reputation.
well, that is preposterous. These artifacts were made by my grandfather, the greatest artificer of his time, and of course they all still work. I don't not let people use them because they don't work, and I'm afraid of people finding out about that. I don't let people use them because I like them being safe in my manor where I can look at them and keep them shiny and pretty. And I don't want. So if I lend it out to someone, how do I know that they'll give it back? And it's very important to my family, and I also don't give them out because they don't actually belong to me. Because I'm the lord of this manor, but my family owns many manors around different cities, and my uncle actually owns the Dragonlance, and even if I wanted to give it to someone, it's not mine to give.
Well,
What is this you're doing to me, sorcerer? I did not mean to say that.
I am not a sorcerer. That is the farthest thing from where I could be. I am simply a religious man. However,
I am at the loss for words.
you have
no.
you have such a heated way of words. I just love listening to them.
I was just going to say, did you just admit to some form of theft? That you are in possession of something that you shouldn't have?
I did not. No. I did not steal anything that is in this home. It is my home, and these objects are here because this is the original Savroth home, and thus the most important one. And though I don't own many of the artifacts here, I did not steal them. My family gave permission for them to be here, but they did not give me permission to lend them to anyone else. And I don't like how honest I'm being, and I don't know what's happening. And I think I'm gonna have to ask all of you to leave quite promptly
Where would we be
because
able
I
to
don't like
find
how this
your
conversation's
uncle?
going.
And where can we find your uncle as we leave?
Oh, he's
Which manor?
Oh, he's not in Bronze Keep. We have manors in different cities around the continent. It would be quite a journey to
But
to,
that's
to
the
reach
Dragonlance,
them.
right?
Oh, yes, the Dragonlance.
I'm going to take
What?
off my Red Guard uniform.
As you
I think the rest of us
do
at home are
this-
just like,
oh,
are
right
we
for
used
this-
to this?
And
as
Neely,
you- I'm going
before we get rash,
Oh, okay.
I have a question for the young man.
Okay.
You're kind of mid, like getting ready to fight.
Strapping.
While
My-
Guerrero is asking his question, I want to just kind of be like looking mindlessly walking around, but I want to at some point touch the case. I think I have to touch the case for this. And again, like there's already like all like the spirit magic, so it doesn't present itself any differently. Oh, I don't actually need to. Wait, I don't need to touch it actually. I just want to point towards the case while when like Anelia asks, like, "Is it the dragon?" And I want to just kind of, another spirit, another glitter spirit thing come out, but it's actually like dispel magic.
Ooh. You're casting Dispel Magic.
Don't. Or what? Yeah. What's Guerrero doing?
Yeah, what's Guerrero doing? That's just happening while at some
There's
point
also
during
still the
his.
perception roll that I made a while back that we haven't come back to.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. What did you get on your perception?
That
I
was
do
a
want to handle
19.
that really quickly. And what specifically were you were looking
So
for?
I was getting a feel for the case that the Dragonlance is in. So does it seem to be sturdy? Really, because there's the things that are meant to put something on display, but there's not a lot of structure to them, and then there's like, this is clearly locked down, you're just allowed to see it kind of thing. But it was kind of the getting a sense for the case, but then in the wider sense, kind of the root, like, does a lot seem to be focused on the security of the case in the room.
Yeah. And sorry, one more time what you got on this perception? 19. Yeah, you see that this case looks quite sturdy and hefty. It looks like they do take the security of these artifacts very seriously. And it seems like this is very sturdy glass. Your guess is that it's not just like normal window glass. And you don't actually even see any obvious way to open this case. It kind of seems pretty sealed, and like there might be some very special hidden way to open it that's not very obvious. And you also notice that there are two guards, or there's one guard on either side of Henry and his kind of throne. And I think while you're perceiving and looking around, and Scritch kind of helps you notice and points in a certain direction, you see another guard that was kind of more towards like the entrance into this room through the hallway and stuff. You see them kind of cross through this room and go to like a doorway in kind of the side of this room and kind of leave this room. And then as Guerrero is... Oh, I'm frozen, aren't I? Or wait.
No,
No,
you're
okay.
good.
I can
I'm
still
here.
hear you.
Cool. I think some of you were just so like
Sorry,
still.
I was
sorry,
locked
guys.
in.
Well, and
Fact.
I get into character enough where it's like I'm not necessarily looking up. It's just kind of the like
No,
catch
that's
it. Sorry.
fair. No, just after being frozen for a bit, I'm like, wait, am I talking to no one? Okay. Anyways, you right as Guerrero is about to ask his question, you see this guard kind of coming back, and you see he's like holding some sort of piece of paper, and it seems like he is about to head towards Henry to show him this piece of paper. And I think on a 19 you'll notice that, or at least Scritch will notice and convey to you that as this guard is walking towards Henry, they're looking in Aneely's direction a lot. But Guerrero, what are you doing? What are you asking?
I'm gonna enter the zone of truth and fail to save on purpose.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Henry, you'll have to excuse my friends. They are not the partying lifestyle kind. They're so serious.
Yes, it's been really dampening my mood, killing my buzz. I need
Well-
a stronger wine.
Allow me to rebuzz you, my friend. So, you are a man who prefers to live a simpler lifestyle, something beautiful and not complicated.
Yes, life doesn't have to be complicated, I always say.
I love that mentality. You know, We actually just had a discussion about that last night.
This
Oh.
is true.
Well, it's a good thing to realize. You know, people get caught up in this and that, and you know, life is all about, you know, seeking pleasures, isn't it?
I agree. But there seems to be a chink in that armor. You seem to be under so much familial pressure.
Oh yes, you know, being an important family, and it comes with family expectations and limitations and stuff. It's annoying.
But what is it you desire in life, Henry? Forget what your family desires. Your mother, your father, your uncle. What is it Henry wants in his life?
Well, I'm doing what I want. I party. I eat lavishly. I sleep in the softest silk sheets. I throw parties, and you know, I have friends that I gossip with at these parties. It's great.
What if I told you there's an even more bombastic party lifestyle outside of these four walls?
Well, I highly doubt that you know something that I don't, but what are you talking about?
Oh, my friend, I've been to the biggest parties around the world. You have not lived until you have partied on the sea.
On the sea. Oh yes, I've been on a boat party before.
Oh no, my friend. Think continent by continent. Partying wherever you feel like partying with no restriction. Because you belong there. In fact, you were asked to be there.
Huh.
Imagine, instead of you having to be the generous one to attract the party asks for you to be the attraction. They cry out in hopes that Henry will arrive soon.
Huh. I'll admit that has a certain appeal. I like attention as much as anyone else does, maybe a little bit more. Are you saying that I would be happier living the life of a performer like you?
Performer, producer, whether you have the knack for dance, music, art, or not, there are plenty of ways for a handsome, attention-grabbing man such as yourself could make this world his, truly his. Not restricted by the walls his family has built up for him, but a world that truly belongs to him in a way that only the freest of men could experience.
Partying on the sea, doing something artistic, making people love the things that I do and applaud me when I walk into rooms. That does sound nice.
It is not only the life of a performer. Performers don't even get that much attention, but heroes, they do. And heroes aren't necessarily the people that go and fight the dragon or protect the city from a horde of golems and orcs. You know, it is the person who takes the one action required to enable change. The history books, I mean, nobody knows our names, nor are we particularly interested in being credited for the end of this mission, but your name being known around the world not only shatters these what's around you, but invites you anywhere you fucking please. Imagine 100 years from now, lowly performers like me will be singing about you. Think about it. You would not only be Henry, noble, heir to a dynasty, but you would be Henry, a god of festivals. Imagine carnivals in your honor, Henry.
And how do you propose that I become a hero that everyone loves in this way?
I motion to the box.
I'll say, give me a persuasion with advantage because of how you've built this whole kind of thing and not just directly. Yeah, the some good tactics in here, so I'll give you advantage.
All right. Persuasion. That would be a 21.
A 21. Okay. You see Henry is pretty ensorcelled by what you're saying, and is feeling very like honest, and can kind of see this kind of honesty coming from you, and it seems like you really believe like what you're telling him, and he's just like, I wouldn't even really have to do much, would I? If I just let you all do your thing for me, and then I get known as the one who helped. What even happened to your town? What? I'm guessing there's a dragon involved.
Of course. Now, what happened to our little town is totally irrelevant to your legend, my friend, because you'll be credited with ending what could have happened to hundreds of towns.
No, that is a legacy.
A legacy that your forefathers could never compete with. And it would be all yours, Henry.
People singing about the glory of Henry Savroth, ender of the Dragon Menace. You see, he's like kind of getting, he's drinking more and more, and just really, really feeling this, and just, I do really like the sound of that. I get to be a hero. I get to be known as generous, and because I have heard those rumors, and it's hurtful. People think that I don't give away things because they don't work, or because I'm selfish or something, and maybe I have been selfish, but they don't have to talk about it behind my back.
No, instead we can say you bring the party.
Yes, I bring the party. I bring the end to an evil dragon, and
out of game question, just to ask the rest of the party, did we have the idea that we would always bring the lance back? Is that something we can try to reassure him with, that we're not going to walk off with it? Or that's why I said out of
let him talk. Let him talk about himself.
Yeah. The legend of the traveling spear.
That's why I said out of game. Why I was asking, because I wanted.
Guerrero has been very careful with his words.
Yeah, these are promises that we can't keep, so we're trying to make promises we can keep.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, and that's why Chisel is not the one saying any of this.
Of course. But yes, I guess I'd become so accustomed to the fame and uh, that I already have just being part of this family, but fame by my own actions. Huh, I guess I never really thought about it.
It's beautiful, Henry. Beautiful.
You know what? And you can tell again that he's like pretty drunk, and he's just like, yeah, I think you all seem like awesome people who will sing about my praises. Yeah, and you see he um goes over to the Dragonlance case. You see he starts walking up to it, and you see he touches the glass and starts kind of being like, and how do you open this again? And as he's touching the glass and kind of trying to figure out like how to remove this glass case, you see he gets blasted by a magic missile coming from the case that just blasts him, and he's not very strong, so he is instantly unconscious as and splayed out on the ground, being blasted by the magic of this case. And you see, all of the guards saw this happen, so they know that you guys like didn't attack him, but they do kind of get in like a kind of defensive stance, and
I'm going to drop down next to Henry and like hold him in the speak to me pose. I'm gonna pat him on his chest, cure wounds.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
You cure wounds. He wakes up. He's like, "Huh,
You're so brave.
what
I will
happened?"
say, while this is happening, I have kind of edged towards Aneely and sort of like started nudging and giving it, trying to give indications. It's like there's the guard seems to be pretty, like while he's been buttering this up, it's just like before this potentially all goes south on us, maybe I should at least be moving you a little less.
Oh, no, well,
Right.
Okay, but I do want to do the "You're so brave," and I want to do
Yeah.
with my high ponytail hair flip. I was like, "Oh, you're so brave!" And also like put the vest back on and just be like, "Oh my gosh, guards! Thank goodness you're here."
And I think you see the guard who was kind of holding this like piece of paper that had left and come back, and after all of this, sees like Henry being brought back to consciousness, and you see this guard kind of approaches and just kind of shows this piece of paper to Henry, and the piece of paper is a wanted poster for Aneely.
At this moment, I'm going to drop. Well, actually, I don't have to drop. Wait, is that just concentration? I don't think so. Wait, let me double check. Let me double check because I need to see if I can do this. It is not concentration. I don't have to do anything with it. Okay, cool. At this moment, I'm going to kind of seeing that this wanted poster, and I'm assuming that Guerrero being right there, like also sees it as a wanted poster, and I imagine that you probably maybe give some indication. I don't know, but kind of seeing this and knowing what I know from the conversations that I've had with Neely, I'm just going to kind of like trip forward as I like thrust my hand forward again with that like dark mist from earlier, as I'm going to and as it kind of puffs forward, and on just their face, because I can choose who it is, on just the two of their faces, this mist kind of like washes over as I cast Calm Emotions. And with Calm Emotions, you can make them indifferent to a creature of your choice. And I will be doing that to make them become indifferent towards Anili, despite there being the poster. And I need.
And you cast that on Henry and this guard, showing him the paper.
Yeah. Basically, anyone that's not my allies that can see this poster, I am casting this on. So if it's just Henry and the guard, that's just them. If there are more people within a 20-foot radius sphere that can also see this, then they would also be affected.
I'm going.
Gatekeep Redguard.
Gatekeep Redguard. I need
Redirect. Redirect. Reassign. Redguard.
Yeah. It is a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Do a charisma saving throw for Henry.
Yeah, how hot are these guards?
How hot are they?
Henry got a
It's charisma,
5,
right?
so Henry's
Okay.
gonna fail. He
Okay.
is indifferent about Anili.
Henry's
And this guard got a 6, a 5 and a 6.
I love
it-
social magic.
And Anili's gonna try to spin this like panic and be like, you know, sometimes being a hero means being a rebel and fighting against injustice, just like you rebelling against your uncle by letting us save the town and letting you be a hero by rebelling.
Yeah. You see this Henry who is now feeling kind of indifferent about this new information about you, is clearly drunk, and also just got blasted by magic missiles, unconscious, and woken back up by magical healing. He's kind of in a weird place, and he's just like, yeah, maybe I... And you see he like unbuttons some of his shirt, shows more chest, and he's like, maybe I should be a little bit more of a rebel. You know, maybe you know, people don't sing songs about people who follow the rules, and I'm so rich the rules don't apply to me, even if they're from my uncle. I'm the one living in the manor. That's why I have it. It's stupid that I can't do whatever I want with it. So maybe that means I can. And while he's kind of saying all of this, you guys see a kind of short, round, very serious looking man kind of walk into the room wearing wizard robes. He's wearing like fine purple wizard robes with like the stars and moons and everything, just very classic. And you see he walks in with a very no nonsense look on his face, and he's just like what is this I hear about rebellion, about breaking the rules, about going against the wishes of your uncle? This is unacceptable, and you do not even know how to open this glass without tripping the magical protections that I set in place. So now it is time for me to end all of this. And you see he snaps his fingers, and you see there. I mentioned that there are suits of armor standing in this room. You now notice that there are 6 of them, and you see all of them like come to life and turn their heads to look at all of you. And you see they start like moving in to kind of stance up, and you see this wizard just says, obviously the Lord has found himself been able to be manipulated by all of you, but I will not let that happen. So you are going to leave, or my armor guards, as well as the other guards in this room, will make you.
Who the fuck are you?
Tony is going to try to intimidate him as he almost literally growls at this man. That
Zaddy Tony strikes again.
You should not try to corner desperate people.
Ooh. Give me an intimidation check.
That would be a 18.
An 18. You can tell that you delivered that really well. You did a great job being very intimidating, but unfortunately you don't get the sense that in this manner that it seems this person feels he has control and domain over in a physical magical sense. It seems that he is very hard to feel intimidated in this setting, especially as there are 6 animated suits of armor in this room to subdue you guys. So they vastly outnumber you with animated suits of armor and normal guards. And he's just like, oh, you do seem desperate, all of you, but I'm not too worried about that. You can go be desperate somewhere else.
Bubu's going to kind of turn around and look. You seem like a man of, at the very least, intelligence. I would ask you, would you punish us for just having an honest conversation? You seem gifted in magic. Therefore, I need not defend myself. You merely walk closer, and you know we have brought no harm nor manipulation other than making it so that he knows and we know we are being honest with one another. You would punish us for such an harmless act?
Oh, you would know if I was punishing you. No, I just sense that all of you are making trouble and putting ideas in this young lord's head, and I want you out of this house.
We have not put any ideas in his head. All of this was his own thoughts that have come from him. You can verify yourself.
How close is this guy to us right now?
He's keeping his distance. He's walked into the room, but he's probably like 40, 45 feet away.
Let me check my spell list here.
If we desired to cause trouble, my friend, we could have done something else. We merely wanted to talk. It seems that it is you who has some hostility towards us, and I am struggling to understand why.
Well, your talking almost led to the Lord giving away one of our most prized possessions as a family against the wishes of his uncle. So I do think you're causing trouble, and I do want you to leave, and I'm going to ask that that be right now. And all of the suits of armor like start marching and closing in and getting closer. And I think I'm going to have to ask for us to roll initiative.
I would like, as the suits of armor, to, like, as they start moving, I'm going to place down my staff, and I'm going to give you one more time to have a conversation. And I assure you, it will not go the way you think if we do not have one.
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm not very good at this, guys.
Yeah.
See what happened was.
That's an 11.
An 11. Yeah, it doesn't seem like your words are really changing his
There's
his
like
vibe.
a sigh.
Yeah, so he snaps.
like
and
a-
you-
There's like a sigh of like disappointment as he just goes, I really wanted this to go differently.
That's
As-
okay. Mbuku, it is okay.
Should I not?
We'll leave. We'll leave.
All right.
And as we make our way toward the door,
Okay. And I think as you are walking towards the door, he hears Anili's question of who the fuck are you? And he's like, the fuck I am is the head wizard of the Savroth family, put in charge of any of magical security of the mansion and the people and artifacts therein.
Okay.
how close are we to the door?
Pretty close. I'd say, yeah. You guys make it to the door.
Rolitham Psychic Lance. He has to roll an intelligence save as we're walking out the door.
Ooh, okay. I don't think I
By
quite
the way,
remember what this does.
Ben, at any point, at what point was remember the dispel magic that I had wanted to do was that ever able to happen? Question mark.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we
while
kind
Guerrero
of
was talking,
skated past that.
There were a
forget,
few things
what-
happening.
What are the so if it's third level or lower, you can just dismiss
just
it,
ends
but then
if
you
it's
have to roll.
have to roll if it's higher.
If
And it's
cast
DC
if cast at
is,
third level, you can cast it at higher levels.
Yeah, it's
Right.
whatever the
Huh.
spell level is that I cast it. If the spell is at that level, it ends. If the spell that's like on the thing is higher, then I have to pass a DC of 10 plus whatever that spell's level is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you think your dispel magic did do something. You did notice that you dispelled something, but you just know that there are multiple enchantments on this case. And so you're not quite sure what you dispelled, but you have the feeling that Henry might have been hit by more than just a magic missile for touching the case if you didn't do that. But for Guerrero, what is the DC for this save?
16.
16. And you said this is an intelligence save?
Yes.
Okay. And this is on the wizard?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is going to be the 16 then.
That's okay, because he's still going to take... Let me just grab all my D6s. Give me 1 second.
And also, while they're leaving, Anili's trying to remember, like, what the fuck did I do in this town?
Yeah. Is there a wanted poster of me again? I had a feeling there might be, but what's this about?
He is going to take 22 psychic damage right to the dome.
Ooh.
It's okay. I have Yoka on standby, guys. This is why we just run in. Just
Oh,
know,
no.
I was fully prepared to just drop the staff and let her just.
Literally, the plan was to create enough space so that Nyoka had plenty of room.
Oh, amazing!
After I cast Enlarge on her.
Let's go. I'm ready.
But how good is
Okay.
the Grand Wizard?
But yeah, so
Grand
Grand Wizard, Head Wizard.
Head Wizard.
Yeah, please don't use Grand Wizard.
Yeah, we he's
I was not feeling comfortable.
We're picking up that this isn't a good guy, but not in that way.
He's just a dick.
Yeah, he's just a dick. But anyways, so as you guys are kind of approaching the door to head out, you send this psychic lance into the brain of this wizard, and you see this wizard just kind of grabs his head and just one of them attacked me. Guards, don't let them leave. Seize them. And yeah, I think we maybe have time for like one round of combat, and then I think we might have to leave most of this to the last session.
Well, because we have 2 people on we have 3 people on the East Coast, though. So.
Oh yeah, I'm dying. So
we
gotta roll initiative. We gotta roll initiative and then do this next week. I get it.
Yeah, so I'm like we're kind of wrapping up because it's late. But yeah, why don't we get that initiative roll, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll see exactly where we want to leave off.
21 for my initiative roll.
All right.
19.
21, 19. Chisel, what'd you get?
13.
13.
I'm gonna trade with Caleb because Alert in 2024 allows me to trade initiative.
Ooh, nice.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna give Caleb initiative before me, so that way he can summon Yoka, and then I can enlarge right after.
Okay. And what did Anili get?
You know, sometimes life
Here we go.
gives you trials and tribulations.
Oh.
Sometimes Dice Christ doesn't come or is trying to teach us a lesson. And that lesson is I rolled a 2 and that adds to a 4.
Okay. 4.
So, but you know what? It's all part of it. I am assured victory later by taking and eating my 2.
Shout out to the
2
crew.
If you're into that.
Yep. And Tony, what'd you get on initiative?
I rolled a nat 20, which is adjusted to a 19. Because Tony still had arthritis.
Nat 20!
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Awesome. So yeah, I think we do want to close this out before we actually do a full round of initiative. But I am going to just have us go around and, you know, what's your stance? What are you gearing up? What are we looking like as we are entering initiative, as we can tell that a combat is about to happen? And yeah, we'll start with Mbuku. What are you looking like? What does it look like you're about to start doing in this battle?
Mbuku is very disgruntled that this man has joined in and has been so unreasonable that it has led to this. But he has resolved that no more will lives be taken unfairly, and so he kind of sits with his hand like ready to let go of the staff and allow Nyoka to just expand in as he kind of reminisces about the dragon, and his biggest regret was not acting sooner with her. He thinks about the lives that he could have maybe saved had he had her intervene faster. And so he's like, I'm going all out from the beginning, and I'll position myself to support my team after.
Okay, ready to summon Nyoka from your staff and ready to bring on some healing and boosting magic. Awesome. What about Tony? How are you stancing up? What's your body language? What's your vibe entering this this conflict?
I think Tony is in a defensive stance, and just absolute fury is burning in his eyes as these arrogant, greedy motherfuckers threaten him and everything that he cares about. And that righteous anger just radiates out of him in a literally magical way. And it actually, it touches and it envelops everyone else in the party in, an aura of protection.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. This righteous fury emanating out. What about Guerrero?
So when that lance hit him, I was looking at him. I was looking into his fucking soul. So I want him to know it was me. I'm giving him that edgy anime character, like the look over the shoulder with like eyes open. So like some trying on shit. But
yeah, just the widescreen panels.
Yeah.
Even if they are on like stairs above us leaving, the feeling of contempt that Guerrero has is like looking down on the wizard. And it's because it's like, how fucking dare you be arrogant with me, a person who less than 24 hours ago ripped up a dragon with his bare fucking hands. Like I put paws on a dragon and killed it. You think I won't turn around and put paws on a man? Like Guerrero's seen some shit in the last 24 hours and he's sick of it. He's about to take his fucking frustrations out on this tiny little wizard man. Like he's angry.
We're gonna let the emotions out.
Yeah, like he's going to tap dance on this wizard's fucking mustache.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck that wizard.
All right. Yeah, honestly.
Fuck
Fuck this place. All right. What about Chisel? What's the stance? What's the vibe?
Not gonna lie, I think the pull of the shinies is kind of taking over, and it's kind of like trusting the group enough that's like, we got all the martial people who could work on the fight, and if there's an opening to grab that thing, I'm grabbing the lance.
Yes, do it, grab the fucking lance.
We came for this thing, we're getting this thing.
All right, so yeah, your eyes locked in the lance, ready to pounce on it and get that. Hell yeah. And last but not least, Anili. What's the vibe? What's the stance?
Anili has felt terrible vibes ever since entering this place.
Rancid.
From having, like, especially because, like, she values craftsmanship so much, and especially when it's like something as beautiful as like a family inherited one. And it would be one thing if he was like, oh, I like I tried, but I'm not as good, so I went something else. But like the absolute rank odor of I have no urge, no ambition, and no admiration for the crafts that were gifted to me and the wealth that was gifted to me. It's not even that he doesn't respect the Henry didn't respect anybody, and then having the best thing about Guerrero is that he is able to inspire people to care. But seeing like, oh, that might be flipped around. Maybe I can calm down from that. And then seeing the sniveling wizard just this isn't even their job. Their job is like security, but like if somebody that is of the name is giving you their thing, it's not your name. It's not your thing. I'm so sorry. You're interfering and also in the way. But also I think she just gets real bad vibes, and she is ready to. She doesn't want to besmirch the Red Guard. She doesn't want to taint like all of the honor she feels while wearing the Red Guard uniform, and she doesn't want to like sully all of the work she's done in trying to in trying to be better than she was in her darkest years. So she is like genuinely like, I think I might need to take the armor off while I do this because I cannot get the blood that's about to happen on this armor.
Yeah, so you're continuing where you started with unbuckling and getting this this chest plate off. Yeah. As the rage, literal mechanical rage.
Yeah, I'm about to do things that should never be associated with Red Guard.
Yeah, I'm so happy I made NPCs so hateable.
You sentenced him to death, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
But yeah, so we have gotten to this point. Pitched battle, blood is going to be shed, glass is going to be shattered, and we are going to get this lance and kill a dragon with it. All of that is going to happen next session, next week. Please join us again for the exciting finale of Slay the Beast. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I again am your humble GM, Ben Guest, and I'm so happy to have spent these last couple of hours with this amazing cast. And yeah, why don't we just go around again and let people know who you are, plug if you want to plug, say hi. But yeah, let's go to Hannah. Oh, you're muted still.
Hi, my name's Hannah. I played Anelie. I also just remembered that one of the other reasons why she hates this place is because they had crystal chandelier, and they could have had like a cool glass thing. But my name's Hannah. You can find me on some social medias at She's Truly Outrageous. And then you can also find my romance movie podcast where we yap about SAP called Total Saps.
Hell yeah. And Iquin.
I'm Iquin on Fire. I can usually be found on Reflect Games when I have the chance to game with this wonderful group. And that's mostly what I've got going on, but hopefully some things coming up in August.
Awesome. And Caleb.
Hello, my name is Caleb. If I'm not playing games either here or with one of my other groups, I am probably teaching one language, English or Japanese or Korean, or being confused in one of them. If you need tutoring or are interested, you can find me at Calman Tutoring. It's calteachtutoring@gmail.com. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And Ed.
Yeah, my name is Ed. I've been playing Tony, and I'm really looking forward to getting to cast Smite at least once before this 4-part series is over. So that's going to be definitely a thing to look forward to. I don't have anything for myself to shill, so I just want to shill for our fabulous GM, Ben, and also for our host. Thank you so much to the channel for having us here, and Ben for making this happen. This has just been a blast, and I'm looking forward to wrapping it up next time.
Yeah, thank you very much. And Antonio.
Before I plug anything for myself, I want to give a big shout out to Ben and Maui for being so amazing. You would be lucky to be a guest at the table of Ben Guest. Just letting you know. You should look into his links and, pay this guy to DM for you. He's pretty good at it, as you guys have seen. And Maui is amazing. He's not on with us right now, but I assure you he is still a beautiful, beautiful man. And I hope to see him very soon again after this campaign is over. As far as shilling for myself, find me online at Fitness and Fandom, where I turn you into your favorite characters through the power of health and fitness. We got some workout books going out in the summertime, starting in May. So stay tuned if you want to look like Toji, Goku, Vegeta, or a cartoon mom. You know the type.
Hell yeah. And thank you so much. I love GMing for you guys. This is such an awesome group. And yeah, please do check out my Instagram at GM Ben Guest. And click on the links there. I have an Eventbrite page where I sell tickets to a lot of my in-person D&D games. I do actually have some one-shots coming up. If you're in the Chicagoland area, check out my Eventbrite. I've got a one-shot that I'm doing on Sunday at Chicago Role Players Guild, which I'm actually repping their shirt, Chicago Role Players Guild. And I've got another one-shot going on there on Tuesday. Gonna play the Never Stop Blowing Up system. Yeah, thank you guys. This was so much fun, and I'm so excited for the finale, finishing off getting this lance and then using it to slay the beast. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm sure we're gonna close off now, maybe raid into another channel. Yeah, everyone have a great night, and maybe do a last minute little donation. Yeah, thank you.